Hello and welcome to my channel. I am San D Fun, and today I'm hosting a podcast on platforms, or technically cruelty of platforms. That's why I'm saying platforms are cruel. For example, if you're a creator and you are posting your works on any platform, then does that mean you are gonna get instantly famous or get celebrity status as well? Definitely no. But if you think, yeah, if I just go on consistently uploading, I'm definitely gonna get to be famous. I'll get to be a celebrity. But if you think only consistently uploading will help, no, it won't. You are pretty wrong with that. Consistently uploading means you have to go on uploading forever, and consistency can be the key in many cases. But the reality is, if you're aiming for short term, it's fine. You can sort of go with short term, but for long term, I'll say what you need is passion. Passion should be always preferred over consistency. Consistency is okay. I mean, it sort of helps you, makes you reliable and makes you credible. Credible, I mean. But that does mean that you have to burn out your energy just to satisfy consistency. No, you don't. If you don't feel like it, it's recommended not to waste your time. Do whatever you like. We are free to do that. And yes, consistency does matter if you already have an audience. But without an audience, even if you burn out for like 1 or 2 months, no one's gonna care for you. So you can definitely do that. But yeah, with consistent updates, what happens is it just sort of increases your chances that someone else can discover you. That's the only advantage of going short term. I don't mean short term, I mean going consistent. Now there are two types of goals you can have. One is short term, another is long term. First thing, what you are planning for. If you are planning for some passive engagement, some passive popularity or virality, then short term is the option for you. But if you want long term fame, I'll recommend focus more on passion compared to short term. Short term, I mean, what I mean by that is don't go for something like favoring the algorithms or something, because if you favor the algorithms, it's always a good thing if you do both of them at once, favoring and satisfying the algorithms with SEO optimizations and sort of doing your passion work together. That can help you reach audiences and gather audiences in a pretty short time. But again, if you're doing it without passion, then it can backfire. Yeah, the virality will stay, but if you're not consistent with it, then yeah, it won't stay longer. It depends on what you do. It depends on the nature of your work, by the way. So yeah, it sort of works that way. And let me say, if for example, if you're writing, this is the main topic. If you are writing, and if you want to become famous instantly, it's not gonna happen. You may think posting for months or even years can get you famous, make you famous. Yeah, you can definitely gather an audience by that time. You definitely have some silent readers reading, but that doesn't mean you will be viral. You won't be the most famous person in the world, but there would be a little chance you can be famous depending on the story. If it really appeals to the audiences, then you can get more shares, and more shares means you can get more visibility, meaning yeah, you can sort of go viral that way. But yes, it just happens gradually, and organically going viral is what I call long-term success. For short-term, it's like just one of the guys liked it and just shared it with all the people, and those people are gonna share it with friends, etc. And within 2 to 3 days, you're gone famous. Your video's gone famous. That's what's called viral, but that virality is gonna stay for some time. A limited amount of time. If you're fine with it, fine. You can make some shock value videos and sort of go viral with it. But obviously, for long-term consistency, you have to keep on creating passionate works that stays longer in people's mind. And those are just short-term enjoyments, let me just say. People looking for enjoyments, they gotta have cringy content, and well, they're watching it all their time. So yeah, rather than creating this type of content, you can focus on creating something having a long-term value. It's definitely not gonna hurt you. Short-term is fine, you can always do short-term with that. Both of them at the same time you can do it. But long-term seems to be the most suitable option. Right. Now why I'm saying you shouldn't care about consistency or popularity is because you have to think if you are truly enjoying your work. If you don't, then there is no meaning in becoming popular or famous. We are generally surviving, or like, what's the meaning of a survival? That's a thing that will come in your mind. If you become popular and you don't enjoy things, then what's the joy of being there on earth, right? That's the question that comes to your mind, at least to my mind. I don't know about you. Please respond in the comments or I won't be able to tell that. So yeah, so that doesn't mean that you have to become popular with sort of satisfying readers' taste. No, satisfy your taste first. Readers' taste, let me just say, you can sort of just tweak your own taste to readers' tastes. That's obviously up to you, but definitely focus on yourself enjoying first. That will help a lot. That will help reflect your unique perspectives rather than making it just like some other story. So that's what brings uniqueness, satisfying your own taste. We all have different tastes. So yeah, it's pretty important to satisfy that first, or else there is no meaning in living, let me just say. Because why just live when we are not able to leave our unique footprint in the world? That's the thinking that always comes to the mind. We need to do something unique, something we like, and leave it to the world. So that's the way. We don't look for validation or showing that, hey, you have to read it. Why aren't people reading my works? No, don't think like that. That will definitely not work. Platforms are pretty unforgiving, and let me just say, there are a lot of stories or a lot of sources of entertainment, and you are actually competing with, maybe just say if you're a writer, you are going to be competing with multiple books. There will be millions and millions of books in platforms, and even the bestsellers, by the way. In Amazon we have got bestsellers. Bestsellers are way better compared to, yeah, they may not be way better, but they have got more trust compared to self-published authors or someone who is just starting out. And people are definitely not gonna trust those books unless the ones who experiment. So basically, for that case, for general audiences, tastes matter a lot, and they definitely prefer the more reputable ones. So if you think about it realistically, no, audiences are not gonna buy your book. Among millions of books, they won't choose yours. That's the mindset you have to always keep. Yeah, there can be instances where they may choose, but for general audiences, that isn't really the case. Like, just think for yourself. Are you gonna buy some stuff which is just starting out and is not even trusted by everyone? Without any reviews, you won't really trust a single item. That's the exact customer behavior. So obviously, looking for validation is definitely not the key. The validation is enjoying your process, to make it stay, to make it live, to improve permanence. That's our job. And that's why the platforms exist. We have to make sure our works exist, our work is permanently stored. Readers or reads aren't under our control. And if you think self-promotion is gonna help, let me tell you the reality, it's not gonna help. And the reason? Well, just think of promoting it in X. Unless you have a large audience in social media, definitely promotion is not gonna work. And even if you have friends won't read your story unless it's their taste. Don't expect friends to actually like a story. They won't. They would just vote or maybe comment just for satisfying you. But it obviously matters on their taste. If they truly like, they will truly do everything. So technically, this little group of people is not gonna help you reach audiences. You're wrong in that. Just because people follow you for different reasons doesn't mean they have to like your work. It's different. Liking a person and liking their work is totally different. You may even like a story of a person you may hate. So the author doesn't matter. The story matters, and it's not about hate mainly. It's really basically about what the readers like. And person's tastes always vary. So yeah, that's obviously the case mainly here. And that's also a pretty harsh reality. So yeah. And the final thing that I will say is, obviously if you are new to social media and you just starting posting your stories, unless you are a celebrity status, probably no one will check your story. It's just gonna be a self-promote thread. But yes, it's not a waste. You can always try doing it. It's just leads to more visibility, but that doesn't mean it will guarantee people reading. But at least it can reach more audiences. It will be more visible in social media. So it's always recommended to post in social media, but it's not recommended to expect anything. You shouldn't expect something, even if you are writing articles, even if you're writing some promo or making some summary and some catchy promo style blurb of your story. You can definitely not expect it to go viral. It never works like that because there are millions of people who just post their stories in promo threads. It's pretty common, so you were just among them. So it's just like 1 in a million chance. If I talk about realistically. Depends, basically. So yeah, that's all I'll have to say for today. And if you like my video and if you have some opinions of your own, and if you learned something new, be sure to put it in the comments. I'm definitely gonna see it. And I'll be pretty glad to respond to them. And well, hope to see you all in the next video.